Well, one of San Diego's biggest shipyards is getting ready to lay off hundreds of workers.
And BAE Systems is currently repairing 6 Navy warships, but it just announced it's going to lay off 300 people. Gary Robbins of the Union-Tribune has been covering this story. He joins us live from downtown San Diego. Gary, if BAE has so much work, why are they laying people off?
Well, it's a boom and bust business. Right now they're kind of booming, but these contracts that they're working on are going to be over before long, and they don't have anything to replace them with. They were competing for new repair contracts, but they were losing out, particularly to NASSCO. NASSCO got a $100 million contract that BAE wanted, so BAE is having to retrench some.
So if BAE lost that contract that you were just talking about, isn't that a short-term problem, or what is the long-term impact then?
Well, as they clear out their current inventory of ships, they have to replace it with something, and they don't have things right in the immediate pipeline. So for a period of time, they're not going to have work for about 300 workers. So that's why they're downsizing right now.
So what is the picture with their competitor, General Dynamics NASSCO, the other big shipyard here in the city? Are they experiencing problems at all? What's their outlook?
Well, their outlook is also mixed. So they're a company that repairs warships, but they also build them. Now, over the past year, they had a large number of contracts to build container ships and cargo ships. They were doing very well, but they completed all of those contracts. So all they have to kind of live on right now is some repair work and one construction contract. They're kind of in a period of drawing down employees as well, but they'll go probably back up because they have a contract to build 6 Navy oilers, and they're trying to get more contracts to build those Navy oilers. That brings in a lot of money, and they're actively trying to get new contracts to build container ships and cargo ships. So NASSCO had about 4,000 people during the height of it. It's been drawn down somewhere into the 3,000s, and it could fall further.
How much of this is just the normal cycle of their business process?
This is mostly you're right, there is a normal cycle to it, boom to bust. They'll go for 2 or 3 years where they're doing very well, and then a year or two where they're not. So you can look back at the history of what has been in these yards, and right now they're beginning to be in the bust cycle, but they always come out of it.
Gary, tell us about these 300 jobs. Who are the people who are affected by this?
This is across the company. These are a lot of people that they're welders, they're mechanics, people who do everything to upgrade and modernize these large warships. So it's not just one group; it's people that work on all aspects of the upgrading of the ship. They may be able to go to other yards. Yeah. Continental Maritime, the third yard, has just announced that it got a contract, and what they often do is just take from one yard and go to another. So there is a downturn there, but maybe Continental will pick it up.
Yeah, hopefully that does work out for those folks who are affected. Gary, thank you very much. Staying on top of the story for us. We appreciate the insight.